then all of us were trying to run away from each other. When we run away from each other, where do we go? You know, you know where we go to do our business. They get our money because now we don't spend any money between us. We don't spend any money between us. We bring all the money we have someplace else, and our communities, they are running down because there is no investment, there is no business, and so on. So therefore, it's time for that to change. With the creation of the sixth region and the Chamber of Commerce, so we have celebrated, we had the journey of reconciliation. In order for us to do business together, we have first of all to know each other and to trust each other. So that journey of reconciliation is within ourselves first. You have to know who you are. You have to believe in yourself. You have to really trust yourself. Once you trust yourself, you will learn to trust your brothers and your sister, to develop that kind of relationship with your brothers and sisters. Once you establish that relationship with your brothers and sisters, then you can start doing business with your brothers and sisters. Then we can have state to state doing business together. So we are all speaking the same language. We're speaking the same language. We're talking about trust. We're talking about do business together. I work a lot with Sister Cities International. And then I'm glad that we see the World Conference of Mayors is talking about twin cities. Twin cities. That's powerful. That's powerful. We have to do that. We have to develop that. Otherwise, none of us will win. None of us will benefit anything. We will continue to work 9 to 5, and there will not be passation of wealth to our next generation. So the sixth region is here to help us. And best of all, the sixth region is here to bring the children of Africa back to Africa, back to the motherland, if you want. And the sixth region, the African Union, just created a flag for the sixth region. So the sixth region has its own flag now. And they displayed it in Panama for the first time, and they show us the flag. I was going to bring one here, but we forget the flag.
That's okay.
So, but we will get you. I'm sure some of us from the UN, and then we may have it by now. But I will bring that here. So now we created that union. So we are going to continue that journey until all of us can work together. There is a lot to say about that. So, but I see Mayor Ford here. I think he has something for us. So I will let him take over. Then we can continue that. But think about the reconciliation with ourselves, and reconciliation with our brothers and sisters, and reconciliation with our country. Okay? Amen. So I think that's it for now. We'll continue that some other time. Amen. Thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon again, everyone. I would like to share my coronation video to all of you.
Excuse me. You're gonna, just hold that one for it. All right, we're gonna show it. All right. Again, sir, did you say you were talking about the sixth region?
The sixth region.
That's important because you know the ambassador, the prime minister, the state of the African diaspora, the sixth region, without a region without boundaries. Those of us who make up the diaspora, millions of us, need to have an organized, structured way of supporting the continent of Africa and throughout the Caribbean. So I'm glad to hear you talk about that. Okay? Great.
We are all in.
We're all in. We're all in. Just put it this way. We are together.
We are together.
We are together. Okay. So Queen Ho, we're going to show your inauguration in a moment, but our guests have been traveling for some time. We are very pleased that last year I had a chance to talk to the ambassador for Cuba, and we started and initiated discussion about supporting, opening the doors again to Cuba, building a bridge of goodwill between the U.S. and Cuba, reestablishing free trade and fluent trade between Cuba and the United States. Cuba is our closest neighbor. Cuba, we read about and knew about the past, the Bay of Pigs and what happened in the past, but we now must look toward the future and build a relationship so that Cuba can benefit from the U.S. and the U.S. can benefit from Cuba. We in particular in the South, in Alabama, we are anxious to trade with Cuba. We're anxious to get this new door open. President Barack Obama went to Cuba, started that process. Now President Biden has taken up the flag, and he too is saying, let's reopen the door between Cuba and the United States of America. Earlier today in our breakfast meeting of the board of the World Conference of Mayors, we voted unanimously to work towards reopening the door between Cuba and the United States. We support the idea of a delegation made up of mayors and locally elected officials, legislators, going to Cuba, and a delegation that would have leaders from business and education and religion, a comprehensive delegation which we will work towards making a reality, and we want to talk more about that. So we are just delighted that our special guests are here, and I'm going to ask you to help me welcome them. I want to ask Commissioner Ings, the former Mayor Pro Tem of the City of Orlando, to come forth and join me. The Mayor of Eatonville had to go to another commitment, but she too wants to express her welcome as well. So I want to, at this time, ask the Mayor Pro Tem, because we're going to officially welcome His Excellency Alejandro Garcia, Chargé d'Affaires of the Cuban Embassy in Washington, D.C., and Her Excellency Gabriel Gonzalez, the diplomatic attaché of the Cuban Embassy in Washington. And so, Your Honor, if you would proceed with the first greeting.
Well, first I'd like to bring greetings on behalf of the City of Orlando, Eatonville, and Orange County, Florida, and as Vice President of Trust for the World Conference of Mayors. And also we have the Historic Black Towns and Settlements Alliance and the National Policy Alliance. So we welcome you to this conference and this collaboration. And the one good thing about collaboration, and we spoke earlier today, it has to do with trust. We can't come together if we can't trust one another. We can't work together if we can't trust one another. We can't support and celebrate one another unless we have trust for one another. So again, welcome and thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay.
So we also want to ask the Honorable Mayor Jackson, who is our Vice President of International Affairs, to welcome our distinguished diplomat.